At this point, I'm going to call it like I see it. This is far beyond politics. At this point, this is now a cult. I'm going to tell you why.
Honestly, Trump could drop a nuke and I'd still vote Republican over those people because they want.
Yeah, you heard that. That wasn't just April Fools. We're past that now. She doesn't care if Trump would drop a nuke. She'd still vote Republican or the Democrat. Now, let me get something straight. At this point, it is far beyond the point of whether you're more left or right dominant. It's about common sense. It's about putting your country first and not putting people who want to act like they're putting your country first, but they're actually putting themselves and their really, really elite wealthy friends first, making you, the taxpayer, the casualty. That's just the first sentence. Let's keep this rolling.
Fifth Avenue voter.
In some ways, I really am. But honestly, what they want to do is nuke our own country. You know, it's like the open border.
Oh, is that so? Because hang on now, let me backtrack really quick from what she's saying right now. Because just this morning, the president himself said right over here, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. This morning, he literally just said it. And he's making it seem like I don't want it to happen, but it probably will. I don't know who types like that. I mean, if you even look at just a few days back, just on Easter, 2 days ago, he never said Happy Easter either. He said, praise be to Allah. This is beyond a circus at this point, but let's continue with the clip.
What they're doing to children, all that stuff is still, they would do it all if put back in power. And I think most Republicans know that, which is.
See, Megyn Kelly, you're delusional as can be. What do you mean to children? You mean the children that we talk about from like the Epstein files? You mean the files that the president said didn't exist, but now it does exist, and can we just move past it? And when they started pressing him more on it, all of a sudden, here we are now teaming up with Israel, going up against Iran. But you want to come and say, okay, see, guys, at this point, I am under the influence that some of these type of folks have to be rage baited, because there's no possible way that you can sit there on your talk show with a straight face and talk completely from outside of the sphere. Now, let's be honest. A lot of his supporters have been shown and been saying it all over X that they've been fooled. I mean, we've only been saying it before elections. I mean, unfortunately, some people catch on a little later than others, right? It shows me who's more naive than the others, who can be more easily manipulated than the others. And at this point, it really seems like tribalism, because when you ask some of these folks, right, why they are still supporting the person that they put into office, most of them, they don't have much to say. At the best they can say is something that's related to the trans movement. That's the best they can say. And that has nothing to do with overinflated economy, which is even worse than before, how the tariffs took way more money out of our pockets and our benefits that we are also told we have to pay taxes on, by the way, even though the president's a billionaire and his friends are billionaires too, but they still need our funds as well. Let's just get that out there. And just to find out all of it was just a ploy for himself. Venezuela, they went to take Venezuela for the oil. What was that supposed to do? That was supposed to help our economy out. Who did it help? Yeah, that's right. It helped out the president. It ain't do nothing for us. And now here we are paying $4 to $5 a gallon for gas, and that's if you live in a decent state. Because I know some other states got $6, $7. Now you can say what you want, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the previous president was perfect either. If you really want to go even before Biden, when the current president went into office, he was the one that dropped the ball in 2020. Instead of going from getting delayed for 2 weeks, we got delayed for 2+ years. Here we are still with high interest rates, high everything. Here we are seeing his own people go against him, and you got Megyn Kelly with her delusional looking ass sitting here talking with a straight face what she's saying. I don't know what's going on, guys. There must be something in the air. Maybe it's something in the milk. But what I do know is that midterms is no joke. You know, 2026 is not the time to say that you don't know anything about politics, because if you're that privileged enough where it's not affecting you and you just don't care to bat an eye because it's not affecting you, well, then that just showed how selfish you actually are as an individual in a world full of 8 billion people, in a country full of 350 million people. And you also want to reproduce more kids into that population to be just as selfish and delusional, just like the one that we have here on this screen? By all means, I think that's screwed up as can be, but hey, that's just my opinion. Now, this is Jazz Voice. If you agree with what I'm saying, you can go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't agree, well, then guess what? This is not the channel for you. Hate to break it to you. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.